Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In our last video, we have created a database. Alright, and now let's create a table. So what are the tables? Here you can see all the tables. So we haven't actually created any tables. So let's go for the table. I will create, let's say student table for the student information. So how to create it? So I will say here create, then table, or you can actually write it in capital letter. So no problem. table, table, and the table name, let's say students. Okay, and I have to use column names, so like this, and here I'm going to use column names. So the column name, let's say the first column would be student underscore id, comma, I need second column, I need one more column, that is for the student name, let's say student underscore name. So let's say I want to add one more column, student email, then I want to say student result. All right, like this. Okay, and now I have added every single column, let's say, but what are the type? Let's say it can be integer, varchar, or anything, right? So let's say id could be integer, right? So I will give it data type integer. Okay, then column, this type should be, let's say, varchar, because varchar or varchar, whatever you say, no problem. So why var, oops, sorry, so why varchar? Because student name actually contain character, right? So we need to handle the string, collection of character, I mean a string, so we have to use here varchar. So varchar, let's say name shouldn't be longer than 255 character. So now the student email, it should be also varchar, so you can write here varchar, no problem, and then 255. And student result, let's say GPA 5 or something else, I mean grade. Okay, so here you can use varchar or varchar, whatever you say, let's say 55 here, no problem. So this is the last column, so I don't need comma here. Now we have to execute the query. To execute it, we have to just click here this lightning sign, we'll click here, and our table actually created, and here you can see the result. Can I zoom it? No, not really. So you can see we have created it. Now let's say I want to fetch all the data, so I will use select query. So the select star, I mean select all. Okay, so this star sign means all, I mean we want to actually show here all the column from the table. So our table name is students, right? And we have to give here colon, but our table name is students. Students. All right. Okay, so we have to use here from, I mean from where. So this is the select query. So here you can see select all from students, I mean I want every single column from students table. Okay, let's run this query, and here you can see we have student id, student name, student email, and student result. All right, because so this is the select query, I mean to fetch the data from the table, we have to use select. You can write it in capital letter and small letter, no matter. Okay, not a big deal, because these are not case sensitive, so you can actually write in small letter. You can maybe write it like this. Let's say the first one is capital, and then second one is I mean rest of them is small letter, so not a big deal. Okay, if I run it once again, you can see the same result. So we haven't actually insert any value yet, right? So let's go and insert value. So I will say here that I want to insert data in the student table, so I will say the query insert. So to insert anything, we have to use insert query. So you have to write like this, insert, then into the table name is students, then we have to mention all the column. Okay, so the column is, you can see here student id, so we'll say here student underscore id, and the next one is, let's say we want student name, want to add student name, student email also, and then what, student result, student underscore result. and we will set here values, because we need to add the values also. All right, so and semicolon to actually complete the line. So in the values actually we are going to add every single thing. So first, student ID, let's say I want to add here ID, so ID will be, let's say 001, comma the string, let's say the student name will be, let's say what can I say, Yamin, let's say, comma the student email, let's say yamin@gmail.com. right, and let's say student result, so student result could be let's say GPA 5. So we have added it. Now let's run the query. If I run it, now you can see one row affected, and it say that insert into student ID. Okay, so it's successfully done. Now let's check we have actually inserted value or not. So how to fetch this we know already, right? Select query, right? SELECT, select all from the table name is students. And now let's say I want to run it. Here you can see we have student data, one student, and there is you can see student ID 1, student name Yamin, student email yamin@gmail.com, student result GPA 5. All right, now actually we can drop the table also, right? So how you can actually drop the table? Now let's say I want to drop it. So drop the table, I will say drop drop table, and the table name is students. All right, then semicolon. And now if I execute it, now you can see drop the table students. Now let's run this query, and here you can see there is nothing. Okay, this cross sign is saying that error, table webtech.student doesn't exist here. You can see at the bottom. Actually I can zoom out it. I'm very sorry for this. So let's say I want to add one more column. Let's say I haven't actually add all the column. Now suddenly I remember that, okay, I need to add one more column. So how can you do this? So we have to say here one more query, and that is let's say I want to actually okay, I want to show it in the next video because I want to create the table once again. So how to add column in the table, we'll see you in the we'll show you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.